Hello and welcome to the Business Show podcast here on Radio Newark 107.8 FM and of course now on DAB across Nottinghamshire and Lincolnshire. My name's Simon Gabitas, I'm one of your hosts and I'm not joined by Mr. Michael Hardy in his shorts this month. We do have double trouble in front of me. Now, you two have been threatening to do a Business Show podcast takeover for a while, so it's great to have the local legend of Radio Victoria Cozens with me. And community champion and all-round good egg, Katie Gibson. Hello, both of you. How are you?
Hey, yeah, we're good, thanks.
Very good, yeah. We're both in the same room. We have a reputation for being mischievous. Who knows what could happen?
We did just say, yeah, two positives make a positive, right?
Very positive.
Very positive, right, okay.
Big positive.
Excellent stuff. So, in terms of the plan for today then, we're going to run through some updates from the last business club meeting. We're going to have a look at what's happening in our June meeting. We're also going to be, I understand, we've got a business quiz that's been organised by you in Michael's absence.
It's a quiz.
It's a quiz and a local quiz.
It's a local quiz, yes.
Yes, indeed. We'll see what we can do with that. We're going to be talking about some of the stuff that we're doing outside of the breakfast meeting. So, Katie, you're going to give us a bit of an update on that. We're going to be talking about some of the other stuff that we've been up to and who gives a book, which is, what we did last month. So, first off, we're just going to mention, I think, some of the stuff we did last month. So in our May meeting, we had Kevin Guthrie, who was on the podcast actually, on the last podcast. Kevin Guthrie, emotional wellbeing coach. Kevin sponsored the meeting, had us all doing a breathing exercise at the end.
Brilliant.
It was good. It was quite strange because it was very quiet at the end of. So he did his presentation, and then right at the end we did some breathing exercises. Had a very quiet room on a Friday morning. But that was all good and great to hear from him. One of our patron sponsors spoke as well, so we had Steph Wright from Gusto Group. Steph actually used the opportunity as patron sponsor to talk about some of the work that they're doing over at Newark and Sherwood United. So Steph is also the chairman of Newark and Sherwood United Football Club. They're currently looking at a new stadium, so they're trying to get people behind the plans for that. And again, it's a community stadium is the plan behind that, so there was some exciting stuff they were doing. He also talked about the fact that Newark and Sherwood were in the final of the Notts County Cup. Unfortunately, they didn't win that. There was quite a few of us from the business club that went along. In fact, me and Michael were there with some of the other committee members as well. It did go down to penalties at the end. We won't go through too much more of that. But in the last meeting, we also had some table networking. We had our 2-minute spotlight. So we heard from Rachel Heath from Inspired Life Group. And we gave a book away, which we'll mention in a bit.
Oh, how do we fit it all in on a Friday?
I know.
It's amazing.
I don't know, actually. And sometimes I genuinely am sweating at the back going, oh my goodness. Especially when people like Kevin go, Simon, how long have we got left? And I was like 2 minutes. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll ignore that. But it did all work. We did bring it all together and we all managed to just about leave before 9 o'clock. So
Brilliant. And then we're almost into, halfway through the year.
Yes.
Crazy. Where does the year go? So we're almost at our June meeting.
I still can't believe that. And actually, I think I mentioned as well, so that means I've got, 10 meetings left as chair of the business club?
Oh, no.
Thanks, Vicky. You almost
I'm
looked...
genuinely... I felt like it was a tear coming.
You can if you want. But we did mention at the last meeting as well, we are starting to think about the next chair of Newark Business Club. So step forward if you're interested. Come and have a chat with us. Come and join the committee. Come and or at least come to one of our committee meetings and find out a little bit more if that is something you're interested in. Vicky.
Yes.
I understand you've put a quiz together.
I have. I'm very excited.
I can tell by the smile on your face.
It's not a theme that Michael would go with, but it is Newark themed.
Well, that is great. And
so yeah. I've got one that you should hopefully know the answer to very quickly. Otherwise it could get a little bit awkward. I've got 5 questions, guys.
Oh, this is good. I
Okay.
Wait, they're all Newark themed.
And it's going to be informative.
How do you
It is.
spell Newark?
Not quite as easy
Okay.
as that.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Question number 1.
Number 1.
When did the National Civil War Centre open?
Was it after the Civil War?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it was. That's a great answer.
It was before COVID.
It was. I reckon maybe 2018.
I'm thinking 2018. Saying that, Oh, my sister got married there. Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned that.
I feel like you definitely should know the answer
More,
then.
than,
she
more
was-
than 7 years ago?
So she was the first. It was the first wedding. At the
Was it
civil-
really?
Yeah, it was in the
Wow.
long room downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went and had a couple of glasses of wine and then got dressed in like armour and stuff. It was great. Maybe just before then. I remember a meeting. Oh, I'm going to have some photos. I'm going to go 2017. Let's be a bit different.
So we've got 2017 and a 2018.
Yeah, yeah.
It was actually May 2015.
Right, so I was closer.
10 years
Well done.
this
Point
year.
Simon.
10 years.
10 years,
10
wow.
years.
Are they having a ceremony?
I would like to think so. They've got
Yeah.
lots of things planned for the year, so I don't think they're doing one specific thing. Question number 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, we're ready.
Right. How many times was Newark besieged during the British Civil Wars?
Out
This
of
is
all the
tough.
questions that I have a look at, and I look at all the business press, I'm looking at, and then
I bet you can't wait for Michael to come back next podcast.
bring me the business questions, Michael.
No, we
How many
work.
times was Newark besieged?
Oh, you know, we work and live in Newark, and we probably should know that.
Newark was the only place that wasn't besieged.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you want to answer?
I agree.
During the British Civil War, Newark was besieged 3 times,
Oh, no.
but the town and castle remained loyal to the royalist cause.
Oh, I thought it was a trick question when you said
Yeah,
that.
no, I heard something when we had the Hercules Clay service. I was talking to some of the guys from Robert Overton's Regiment of Foot, and they did mention something. So I've clearly not heard the right thing, but
isn't it? So
Yeah,
good.
that is- yeah.
That leads me nicely into my next question, number 3.
thought it would. Tedious link here.
What date did Hercules Clay move his family out of their home following a dream about his house being on fire?
Oh, Victoria.
Is it A, the 10th of March?
Yes.
B, the 11th of March?
Oh, goodness.
Or C, the 12th of March?
So before you said that, I was going to say the 10th of March.
Okay.
And
I think it's the
I've
10th.
probably got it in my notebook
It's either the
somewhere.
10th or the 12th.
No, you're going to say it's in the middle. It's going to be the 11th now, isn't it?
It's the 11th.
It's the 11th.
Oh, so close.
Before you said that, I was going to say the 10th of March, but I think that's because we had the last service on the 10th of March.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was the closest to the 11th of March that we have the
That's a good
service.
question.
Yeah.
And we want more people. So Hercules Clay, just touching on that, we want more people next year to come to that.
Absolutely. Works brilliantly on a Saturday.
Yes, and actually chatting to some of the Clay family, they really like this hybrid approach that we've kind of created, and they've said if we can do something with the parish church still, if we can still have a service where we celebrate the idea of giving bread out, which is what happened in the original services, it was giving bread to the poor,
Penny Loaf Day.
Penny Loaf Day, but actually have the idea that we can do something that gives back to the community. So what we did with the food bank and Newark Food Bank, we physically actually brought loads of food and handed that over, which was quite nice. So if we can do that next year, we did talk about. Well, we mentioned. In fact, I mentioned on I think one of the last podcasts when chatting to one of the team from Robert Overton's Regiment of Foot, and when he said that, we could definitely get some more people. We could have like a full army, and I was like, oh, that's great. You know, how many people are you thinking? He was like, maybe about 200. I was like. I think I said at the time, we don't want to reenact the whole Civil War, but he was like, we could have all these different people. And I'm like, yeah, I think we could just calm it down. But if we could have more people there supporting that, because loads of people are going, what is this all about? And actually, it's a great piece of history. The Clay family travel over from Leamington Spa, I believe. And from other places locally as well. But I think if we can get more people behind, then keep an eye out for that one next year.
Yeah,
Absolutely agree. And the other thing I would say as well is if you do want to find out more about Hercules Clay, about all of our wonderful historic buildings, all sorts of quirky things, head to Newark Guide. I have learned so much from Dave Fardger. Absolutely brilliant.
That is newarkguide.co.uk.
It is,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And to say it's a project that he's just decided to do off his own back from his love of photography, I understand initially, I'm speechless and I've learnt a lot. So,
Sounds good.
yeah. Anyway, question number 4.
Yeah, don't be speechless. Come on.
Newark's first telephone exchange, built by the National Telephone Company, was in 1895. Where was it? A. Portland Street, B. Appleton Gate, or C. Millgate?
Oh my goodness, Victoria. Where have you found these questions
I really
from?
enjoyed this today.
Um,
My instinct's Portland Street.
hang on, where's Portland Street?
Going out of Newark towards Fountain.
I
Okay,
think it's Portland, then Victoria Street.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm drawn to Appleton Gate. Let's go different just to mix it up.
It is indeed Portland Street,
Yeah.
and it's that quirky building on the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And final question.
Question number 5.
Yes, indeed. Question number 5. Across the 3-day period, what was the total number of attendees captured on footfall sensors for the 2023 Steampunk Christmas Festival? Was it A, 20,655, B, 18,985, or C, 24,281?
Wow, all great attendance.
Did you, I mean, 2 of those numbers you've had to randomly make up.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
I'm going A, around the 20,000 mark.
Okay.
I'm going optimistic. Let's go 24,000.
Simon, you've got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A celebration.
24,281 people were captured on the footfall sensors across a 3-day Christmas steampunk festival.
Wow, that's incredible.
It is good, and again, this is the sort of stuff that we talk about as a town. It's the sort of stuff that actually drives more people into our town. It's the sort of stuff we're encouraging. So yeah, that's great.
Business quiz returns in July.
Oh, I enjoyed that. Thanks, Vicky.
Love it. Well, thank you for that, and thank you for the additional local knowledge as well. I'll remember to just brief up on some additional history as well as business for the next quiz that we have. So we're going to move on to what is happening in the diary. So Katie, you're going to tell us a bit about what's happening, I think both in summer and some plans for winter as well.
Yes. So following the success of our summer social last year, that was our first year that we held a Newark Business Club Summer Social at the YMCA. We had a barbecue, speaker, live music. It was so popular that we are bringing it back this year. So the date is Thursday the 10th of July, and we're moving to a bigger premises.
Bigger and better.
Yeah, it's going to be at Newark Showground in the Cedric Ford Pavilion, and we are joining together with our friends at Grantham and Lincoln Business Clubs. We're hoping as many people are going to meet together at 6:30 as possible. We're going to have some super networking. Great venue actually, because we can use the outside if the weather is
Fingers
suitable.
crossed for sunshine.
So we're going to have some live music again, lots of opportunities to network, speed networking, hopefully.
That's the plan.
Some barbecue food, we're going to have a quiz. I wonder whether it's going to be business or local. Maybe a combination.
Well, we did say actually it'd be good to have again, with it being Newark Business Club and friends, we want to make sure that the guys from Lincoln and Grantham are included as well. So probably a bit of a quiz with maybe the 3 chairs hosting it. But yeah, we might need to borrow some questions, Victoria.
Yeah, hopefully Simon will give his book away at his...
We might, yeah. I think we talked about a raffle as well, didn't we? In fact, we talked
Yeah.
about a challenge. So we've not mentioned this just yet because we've still got a call coming up with the different committees at Grantham and Lincoln. But we talked about a challenge of trying to get quite a few prizes for a raffle. So yes, hopefully lots of stuff to give away, including some books.
Yeah, so at the moment that's to save the date. We don't have tickets available quite yet, but they will be available in the next week or so. We'll be putting the ticket link on our social media pages. And then we are in the planning stages at the moment of the Christmas event, which takes place at Harloxton Manor. And we've also got a save the date for that, Tuesday the 16th of December. And again, tickets will be available on our social media pages once the ticket line is open.
And we do always say about Harloxton, if you're not feeling Christmassy by about the 16th of December, then get yourself over to Harloxton Manor because you're pumped full of Christmasness. They've got so many Christmas trees. In fact, I think the day after we were there, they were getting rid of the Christmas trees because I think the actual university itself was closing down for Christmas. So yeah, we need to get on board with that one. If anyone wants a Christmas tree, then go and chat to the principal over there.
I mean, the giant one in the Great Hall, not quite sure I'm going to fit that in my car.
The problem was, because, so speaking to the team over there, because they brought them in and they were all kind of packed up, they could kind of bring them through some of the doors. Once they then fan them out and do whatever they do to obviously put them up, they can't get them out. So they did have to chop them down.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, either way, you could have probably chopped that in 4 pieces and it still would have been big enough for our
true.
houses.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get yourself a Harlexton Manor. You might find yourself with a Christmas tree on top of your car on the way back. But we do, again, we want to have a celebration over there. It's about getting people together, again, from kind of outside the normal breakfast business club meetings. And like I say, you're usually feeling very Christmassy by the time you finish at Harlexton. So yes.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah, lovely to get together in the evening as well.
And I think the plan is as well. So last year we introduced some music as well. That was a bit different. So we had Kathy, who was singing Christmas tunes, and actually, again, in that kind of environment with the acoustics of Harlexton Manor, it was just very, very Christmassy. So I can't believe we're talking about Christmas already, but as an events team, as people that are putting these things on, we do have to think about it. So,
And I celebrate half Christmas, which is the 25th of June, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What happens on half Christmas?
You cook a Christmas dinner.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that serious?
Yeah.
And you wear a Christmas jumper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
Got
come round
crackers
to your
and everything.
house? I was
Yeah.
thinking, who's crackers? What?
Yeah, literally.
That's a great idea. Right, half Christmas. You heard it here first. Everyone around Victoria's house.
Sure, why not?
As long as you bring a present that's worth over a certain amount of money, then you can get you get your ticket. Brilliant stuff. So I tell you what, let's talk about grants. Michael usually does this, doesn't he?
He does indeed, yeah.
So these grants come from Will Parkinson, who you work with, Vicky, over at Newark and Sherwood District Council as part of the Economic Growth team. Will sends us a couple of grants over, but we always say if this is a couple of grants that don't mean anything to you or aren't applicable, please do still get in touch with the team, because there is loads of new grants that are coming out, loads of new information, and they can always put you on the database and share information with you. So, for June 2025, we have 2 grants. We have the Electric Vehicle EV Infrastructure Grant. So grants are available to SMEs in the UK to help with the cost of installing electric vehicle charge points for their operations and staff. Grants of up to £15,000 are available to cover 75% of the cost of work, and applicants can get up to £350 per charge point socket installed, or £500 per parking space enabled with supporting infrastructure. A business can receive up to 5 grants in total, and applications can be made at any time. The scheme is being administered by the DVLA, and businesses must register with the DVLA to begin the process. We'll put some details on that as well in the social media post that we put out. And then the second one is the Circular Electricals Fund. So it's a one-off grant, and these are being made available to a range of UK organisations to help support projects that are aimed at keeping electricals and their materials in use for longer and reducing e-waste. The project can be in one of the following areas, so materials, products or business models. The maximum grant on offer is £150,000, so these are some big chunky grants, and the fund is administered by Material Focus, an independent not-for-profit organisation whose mission is to ensure more electrical goods are reused or recycled. Applications close on the 14th of August, and your project must begin after October 2025. Again, we'll put some details on the websites and where you need to find information. And just to reiterate again, get in touch with the team, Will and the team, if you want to be informed of future grants.
Great.
Grants. What do you reckon?
Grant.
Grants. Grand.
Yes, a grand grant.
Grant. But no, so thank you again to Will Parkinson for sending that over. I do believe that Will's actually been moving house this weekend, so thank you for taking some time out to send us that information. You're a superstar. Right, what is happening in our June meeting? Let's talk about that. So, our friends over at Bakkavor are sponsoring the meeting, so fingers crossed they bring some goodies. Or
They might bring some cream cake.
Well, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Do you think?
Can we put a shout out?
Maybe.
Well, I hope so. But it'd be good to kind of find out. I mean, the amount of people that obviously drive past that building, you can smell what's in that building, but not a lot of people have probably been in that or seen what goes on. So it'd be quite interesting to hear from their team about all of the companies they supply. And again, knowing some of the team and having done a bit of work with them in the past, they do supply so many different companies.
Yeah.
And it is interesting to kind of go, well, that product has slightly changed and the packaging slightly changed, so it goes from one certain supermarket, which I won't mention, to another supermarket. But yeah, they do supply from Newark, which is quite interesting. We're going to be hearing from Sharon McCarthy. She is coming over from the Department for Business and Trade, so she covers Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire. So we're delighted that she's going to be joining us and giving us a bit of an update, and hopefully we'll stay around and answer any questions that people have as well, which is great. Table networking as usual, so this is your chance to chat to people around your table, tell them a bit more about who you are, what you do. Daniel is going to be doing the next charity of the quarter draw. So we're going to be picking 3 charities out, which will all get 3 minutes to speak at our July meeting. And then at the end of that meeting, they will the winner will get voted on by the people in the meeting. And they will also get a donation from Newark Business Club and also Newark Round Table. How Daniel is going to do that draw, who knows? We've had all sorts of crazy shenanigans, but yeah, we'll see how he does that, and we'll.
The cards was my favourite.
I'm predicting it'll be rubber ducks
Oh,
in preparation for Newark Duck Race.
Oh yes. Oh, we can mention that in a bit. We've got the 2-minute spotlight, and we'll be giving away another book. So that's what's happening in our June meeting. You mentioned ducks. What's going on with ducks then?
So it's Newark Duck Race on Sunday the 22nd of June.
And that's
in aid of the Children's Bereavement Centre and Newark and District Roundtable.
Yes, of course. Okay.
And
hence why Daniel might be bringing some ducks and trying to confuse the heck out of everybody in the room. But hopefully he can pick some charities out at the same time. So yeah, July, we look forward to hearing from those 3 charities as well. I suppose in terms of having you both on the business show, we should probably talk about some of the stuff that you guys get involved with as well. So we've over the last few months had you both on actually at different times talking about different things, but I suppose as a kind of recap for people listening today, Vicky, tell us a bit about some of the stuff that you get involved with over at the business club.
So I'm secretary, which means making lots of notes, but also support things like the roving mic. I will be one of the 2 welcomers at your desk when you arrive in the morning. I'm annoyingly happy and chirpy at 6:30. I'm not even going to lie, I can't even tone that down. It just comes naturally. But yes, that's what I do. I support the events side of things as well.
And Katie?
So I am on the marketing and the events committees, the subcommittees that you introduced, Simon. So I look after the social media, the e-letters that go out, the meeting updates by email, and then the events groups, the organisation of the events. I'm involved in summer and Christmas events. And yeah, I welcome people once you've welcomed them. If they're a new,
the double trouble welcome.
If they're a new member, if they're a new member, I sort of tell them what's going to happen throughout the meeting.
Love it. And I suppose again, outside of business club, because some people that know me go, surely you can't actually do anything else outside of all the stuff that you guys do for the business club. You obviously have day jobs. Tell us a bit more about some of the stuff. Katie first, what do you get up to during your usual working week?
So I also look after events and marketing in my day job at the Children's Bereavement Centre. So I'm really lucky to work and live in Newark. It's a brilliant town. So yeah, my role there is, again, social media, marketing. I'm one of the main organisers for Newark Dragon Boat Festival. We co-host that with Beaumont House Hospice. It's great to be involved in so many local community events, and all of the events we put on are completely free of charge. So it's lovely to be able to do something outdoors, utilise amazing locations like Riverside Park. Obviously, the Duck Race and the Dragon Boat Festival are both utilising the river, having the castle on one side and the beautiful Riverside Park on the other. We're very, very lucky in Newark to have such an amazing location to put on events.
And Dragon Boat, have you still got spaces?
Yes, we
You
do
have?
have.
Okay.
Registration is available for teams. Just go to the Newark Dragon Boat Festival website, which is .co.uk.
And of course, that's a partnership that you guys have been running now for
6 years.
6 years with the team over at Bowman House as well. So, and that's a big one, isn't it, for both of you?
Yeah, that's our biggest fundraiser of the
Okay.
year. And last year we raised £46,000,
Wow.
which is amazing. So the teams fundraise, and then we also get very generous donations from local businesses, the food and drink vendors, all the activities on site. So it's a real collaborative event with lots of groups. The council are very supportive. Everyone really is, really behind the festival.
And we always encourage people to go down anyway and just watch. And I think that's obviously become a big part of it as well. I think what started off as, lots of people in boats kind of racing and being very competitive going down the Trent has now turned into a community event where actually, again, fingers crossed we get good weather. But lots of companies come out. So you've got lots of food stalls. You've got independent again companies that are there to support the event as well.
Yeah, and like you say, central to that is the stage. So we have local choirs, local dance acts. All of the people that perform on stage, again, do that completely free of charge. And you can come out for the day completely. Not spend any money, and it's still an amazing.
No,
fundraiser.
you need to spend lots of money. Spend lots of money.
But it's really, the point is, it's very accessible to everybody.
Yes, for sure.
We really want to include, everyone in Newark. So.
Real.
Yeah,
And the team at Radio Newark are usually there as well, I believe.
Yes, you're very supportive of.
I was in the Lost Child tent last year.
So we look forward to seeing the wonderful team from Radio Newark at that event as well. A bit more about your day-to-day job. Obviously, you've just kind of alluded to some of the stuff you get involved with, the Civil War Centre and some of the stuff that you do, but tell us a bit more.
Yes, so part of the economic growth team at Newark and Sherwood District Council. So in its simplest form, we offer business support to businesses of all shapes and sizes across our district, but we also offer support to businesses that want to relocate. So we have Invest Newark and Sherwood, which is the business arm of the district council, and that can cover a variety of support, whether it be workshops, conferences, careers expos, and one of my most recent projects, which I will still keep annoying everybody and talking about 'cause I'm very excited, is to support our town centres. So it's the Newark and Sherwood gift card.
And we love that. We love the idea. How many companies or how many businesses are signed up to that now?
So we've got 81 businesses now.
Nice.
And we're starting, it is ultimately about shopping local. So the gift cards have to be physically spent in store. So we marketed that initially purely on our independents across the district. So we've got 80 independents, and we're now starting to roll out the national level as well. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And again, we've mentioned this before, but we love the idea of this. It's encouraging people, like you've just said, to get physically into town. This isn't a case of going on the website and spending it online. This is about getting into town, and hopefully, again, this encourages people to spend more time in and around the town of Newark.
Absolutely. And then the other side of that, because 30th of May is very quickly approaching, and throughout June, you could nominate your sporting hero, your community champion for the Newark and Sherwood Community and Sports Awards.
So hang on. Let's go back on that one. So when can you start nominating people for that?
From the 30th of May.
Okay, and you've got until...
You've got 4 weeks.
4 weeks. And then the awards are...
26th of September at
Kellam
Kellam Hall.
On the spot here, aren't I?
I know. It's as if I live and breathe it.
At Kellam Hall. So again, I think, we've been there for the last couple of years. My kids actually won an award last year, which was great. And that is a great event because it's full of local people doing local brilliant things. Some people genuinely that are just surprised to be in the room, but the fact that people have gone out and nominated them, you can just, again, having hosted that as well with you in the past.
Oh, brilliant.
It was a great night. But it's that it's that surprised. I mean, I remember hosting it with you, Vicky, and actually it was the business commit. No, who was? Oh, it was Lifetime commitment. And even as we read out the description of the person, it was Elaine Ellison, and it's Elaine. Was Malcolm involved in the award as well? So both of them. And we're reading this out, and you could see them looking at each other. And it was funny because Elaine she'd got her little booklet of all the people who awards, and she was writing each time someone had won an award. So she'd go back and go, yeah, they won the award. And she was obviously on the award thinking, well, who is this person? And we've literally read out her life story. It was like, Elaine, this is your life. And then the moment I saw her, and I think it was captured on the video that Max did for the event, the moment that she realised, and she looked at Malcolm looked at her, and her face just dropped. And that really was, I think, the epitome of those awards.
Yeah, that was a lovely moment.
Absolutely, yeah. It's I don't think there's a dry eye in the room. For one reason or another, the stories that are told to us, and you actually stand back and think, you know what, these are people that we walk past in the street and you wouldn't know.
Yeah, and obviously we were privileged because we were up on the stage and we got that view, which not everyone else got. But I think that the biggest thing for me, again, knowing Malcolm and Elaine, seeing the emotion on their face, I just had to stop myself from getting teared up. So it was like, right, quick, look at someone else. But no, that was good. And looking forward to seeing what happens this year with those then. So get nominating for the Community Awards. We're going to talk about who gives a book. So we gave a book away in our last meeting. It was called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And the idea is it was, I think, 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. Which leads me to probably come up with some kind of quote to end the show on, really, because Michael usually does that.
Oh, he does, yes.
Oh.
So we should probably talk about the quote that I mentioned at the meeting.
Great.
Which is, if you're going to eat a frog, eat the ugliest one first.
Which means?
Well, I don't know. But go and eat a frog. I don't know. No, the idea is if you've got two things that you need to do and one is harder than the other, then you should always hit the hard one first. Don't go around picking the easy things to do because actually you'll procrastinate. You will never actually do the hard things that you're supposed to do. So go and eat ugly frogs is what we're saying.
Great.
Get the hard stuff done first. So that is what we're going to leave the show on today. Thank you very much, Vicky and Katie, for joining us on this show. We're looking forward to you taking over again at some point. And we will see you again in the next podcast. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.